Hello, I'm Murray Pollock, editor of International Rental News magazine. I'm here at the bauma China exhibition in Shanghai, and what follows is a pictorial review of the show, some of the highlights from the stands. Star of the show had to be Dingley, which made a really big impact with 44 machines on its stand. That's 44 individual machines. Dingley's been making a big play of exporting its products. It already has subsidiaries in Australia and Singapore, and plans to sell over 2,000 machines to export markets this year. That's 2010, including Brazil, Russia, Australia and Turkey. The company is now looking to open offices in other areas, including Pakistan, India, Brazil, and hopes to double its sales to 6,000 machines in 2011. The company is best known for its smaller platforms, and it also in the past manufactured for snorkel, but no longer. But now it's expanding its range to include big booms, telescopic booms up to 42 metres, and rough terrain scissors up to 18 metres working height. It says all its machines are CE marked for the European territory. Sinoboom is one of several Chinese manufacturers based in Changsha. It's another that's targeting export markets. It's going to open subsidiaries in Australia and Brazil in the first half of 2011. It already has a Singapore office. It's also more than doubling its production capacity in the next couple of years and plans to build a new factory in Changsha. It's also one of those Chinese manufacturers that's fast developing its product range, and at bauma China it showed a new 41.6 metre platform height telescopic boom and this electric 18 metre articulated boom. There were a lot of big telescopic booms at bauma China, partly because of the large shipyard market in China. The other Chinese boom and scissor producer that's been building a worldwide presence in recent years is Beijing Qingcheng Heavy Industry, or Qingcheng as it's known. It's a state-owned company, and like other Chinese manufacturers, it continues to expand its product range as well. At bauma China, it showed a new 42 metre boom targeted again at shipyards, and its largest yet rough terrain scissor, a 13 metre platform height model. The company tells Access International that Spider machines are next on the agenda for the company. Another company targeting shipyard work was the South Korean manufacturer Junjin CSM. 95% of its machines or more are sold to the shipyards in its domestic market in South Korea. It's now targeting, understandably, the Chinese shipyard market. At bauma China, it showed a new 42 metre telescopic, which is larger than its previous biggest machine, which was a 38 metre model. And it's also now planning new articulated electric or diesel machines. bauma China was also notable for the number of Chinese hoist and mast climber manufacturers. We counted at least 10 hoist suppliers at the show. You'll find a full list in the January-February issue of Access International. Two of the bigger known names internationally are Bauda and GJJ. Both were at bauma China. GJJ showed its first ever mast climbing platform on an inclined mast system, and it also showed an upgraded version of its high-speed CS200 hoist, which now comes with an integrated GPS and a fault diagnostic system. The company says it's going to establish an assembly facility in Dubai next year for hoists and for tower cranes. XCMG is one of the biggest Chinese construction equipment manufacturers, and it's best known for its cranes, very, very big 2,000-ton crawler cranes, for example. But it also makes a range of telescopic self-propelled booms and truck-mounted platforms. At bauma China, it showed its largest ever truck mount, a 90-metre model. It was mounted on a Scania 5-axle chassis. And the company said at bauma China it was planning a 100-metre machine sometime next year or the year after. Among the Western manufacturers, JLG was there with a stand with several machines, including some built at its new Tianjin plant in China. The company told Access International that it was hoping to make almost its full range of aerial work platforms within 18 months. And Andrew Satterley, who's the recently appointed Vice President for Sales, Marketing and Customer Support for Asia Pacific, told Access that he expected China to become a serious market within 2 years. Snorkel initially outsourced its Chinese manufacturing to the local company Dingley, but it's now manufacturing under its own steam. It's making TM12s and several UL models at its own facility in Jintan, which is in Jiangsu province. Nick Sowden, Snorkel's Vice President for Asia Pacific, told Access International at bauma China that the SBM20 and PAM26 models will be in production by early 2011. Also planning to increase production in China is Halot, the French manufacturer, which is aiming to double production capacity of aerial platforms from its Changshu facility in 2011. The company is making the Optimum 8 scissors and will soon also be producing the Compact 10 and 12 scissors at the plant. Alexander Sabot from Halot said that mid-size booms were the first likely non-scissor products to be produced in China, and that, quote, long term we want much of the range to be built in China and in every region of the world. Wuhan Fachmann Machinery Company is Toypin's distributor in China and has managed, with the help of Toypin salesman Frank Stenton, to sell around 12 of the massive Leo 50 GT models in China over the past few years. Fachmann itself is starting to manufacture its own platforms. It showed a 23-metre truck-mounted machine on its stand, alongside a Toypin Spider machine. It also showed one of its own Chinese-built Spiders, modelled on the Toypin equivalent, that it's marketing in China as a kind of low-cost alternative for certain types of customer. Shenyang North Traffic Heavy Industry Group, or N-Traffic as it's commonly known, is based in Shenyang in northeastern China and manufactures a wide range of specialty vehicles, including firefighting aerial ladders, truck-mounted platforms, and these telescopic and articulated booms. Standing out by virtue of its bright green branding was hoist and mast climber manufacturer Xiamen Jiangbo Machinery and Setco, or Kangbo as it's known. This company makes a range of construction hoists and mast climbing work platforms, mainly for the domestic market, but it also exports. Kangbo is based in Xiamen in Fujian province, which is on the coast between Shanghai and Hong Kong. Chinese tower crane rental company PY Rental was the buyer of this Yuhua construction hoist on show at bauma China. Yuhua Construction Machinery Co. is located in China's Guangdong province in the south of the country and has been making construction hoists for around 20 years. This 34-metre working height telescopic boom is one of the first to be developed by Hangzhou Trumax Machinery and Equipment. Trumax is what it calls itself. It's a 7-year-old company, better known in China for its concrete pumps. It's already well known for the concrete pumps, and the company says it's been getting lots of requests from its customers like bridge contractors for access platforms. The 34-metre unit has a Cummins engine and uses the Danfoss hydraulic pumps, and the company aims to develop a range of 20-metre plus booms. Hunan Runshare Heavy Industry is only 3 years old and started out by launching large telescopic and articulated booms, mainly in the 30 to 40 metre range. It's a privately owned company based in Changsha. It's now making 14 telescopic booms to 43.7 metres working height, 11 articulating booms and 10 scissors up to 17.8 metres working height. Hunan Heron High Technology, Heron, makes a range of specialist vehicles including truck-mounted aerial platforms, underbridge inspection platforms, cleaning trucks, road maintenance vehicles and tunnel cleaning machines. Pictured at bauma China is the HHR 5310JQJ24, one of the 4 underbridge models in the company's lineup. The unit provides 24 metres working area to a maximum underbridge depth of 8 metres. Total vehicle weight is under 31 tonnes. Heron is based in Xiangtan in Hunan province. Guangdong Yuhaojing Company is one of the many Chinese manufacturers of hoists, mast climbers and suspended platforms. Its hoist range includes 3.2 and 2 tonne capacity models with travel speeds of up to 63 metres per minute. Hunan Sunward is one of China's largest excavator, skid steer and piling equipment manufacturers, and up to now it's avoided the powered access sector. However, at bauma China it showed this 26-metre telescopic boom, the SWHT26. We've been contacting the company. We're trying to establish whether this is the start of a push into access, but have yet to get a response from the company. More than 150,000 visitors attended bauma China, a record for the show and a third higher than the figure for 2008. Visitors came from over 165 countries, with the top 10, excluding China, being South Korea, India, Japan, Russia, Malaysia, Brazil, Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia and Australia, in that order. Your next big chance to see Chinese suppliers in force will be the 2011 BICES show that takes place in Beijing in October next year, and bauma China returns in November 2012. We're not sticking our necks out very far when we predict that more Chinese manufacturers and yet more platforms will be on show. I hope you enjoyed those highlights. You can read more about those products and others in the next issues of International Rental News and Access International magazine. Thank you.